What is going on, YouTube? Lamont on the run. And today we are in Gravette, Arkansas. Yeah, Gravette, Arkansas. That nice man with the food trailer told me that's how it's pronounced. Population about 3,500 people or so. What's it like living in Gravette, Arkansas? I have no idea. Where do people out here, what kind of jobs do they have out here? Well, there's two big companies out here named Hendren Plastics and Insulbead. They make dock flotation devices, so they're the town's largest employer. And there's some famous people from Gravette, Arkansas. One of them I'm here to visit, or in the area, and that is Tommy Morrison, the great heavyweight boxer. Some might say he was the greatest white heavyweight boxer of all time. Not that it matters if you're white or black, but everyone's so preoccupied about what race and sexuality they are that everyone wants to shout it out. And also, we have one Lloyd Andrews. He was a TV cowboy star from the 40s. And good old Richard Barnett. If you guys don't know who he is, he's one of the January 6th insurrectionists. Or as some of our American politicians would say, the darkest day in the history of our nation. Yes, guys, the darkest day in American history. Forget Pearl Harbor, okay? Forget the 3,000 people that were murdered at 9/11. That ain't nothing compared to a bunch of weirdos storming the Capitol and sitting in Nancy Pelosi's seat. Do you see now why I don't talk about politics on this channel? It's just not worth it. Anyways, today we're gonna wait for this truck to pass because it's really loud. And we're gonna walk into that store called Harps. I'm going to make an attempt on not getting ran over as I tell you a story on why sometimes people really need to stay in jail. So we're gonna go to Daphne, Alabama. Maybe it's about 400 miles from here, I'm not really sure. Daphne, Alabama, I've been there once. Never did a video there, but I spent the night at its Walmart facilities. So this is right here, this man is Jared Smith Bracy. I think he's like 21 or 22 years of age. Anyways, so sometime in February of 2023, this guy gets into an argument with his grandparents. That is where he was living at the time. His grandparents were Leonard Smith, 80 years old, and his grandmother, Barbara Smith, 72. So he starts going crazy and starts trashing the house, banging on the door, banging on the walls. It's causing a disturbance. So they call the police on him. And police come and arrest him for, I think it was either criminal mischief or something along those lines. So this guy goes to jail. His bail is only $500, right? That's it. He stays in jail not quite 24 hours, I believe. Maybe it's 12 to 18 hours, something like that. He gets bailed right out. So this guy gets out of jail, and his friend comes to pick him up from the county jail out there. And he gives him a ride back home. This guy is dropping him off at his home. Before he gets out of his car, his friend has a gun with him. It's his friend's gun, not his. He all of a sudden grabs the gun, jumps out, runs into the house, and starts shooting anybody that he sees. He shoots and kills his grandmother, Barbara. He shoots and kills her friend, 71-year-old Sheila Glover. And he shoots and kills his brother, Jeremy Smith. Now, by this time, this guy looks like he's out of bullets. He's out of bullets. He runs upstairs, grabs a pickaxe, and that is where his 80-year-old grandfather, Leonard, is. He grabs a pickaxe and just kills him, just hacks him to death. After he's done, he gets the pickaxe just to make sure that everybody's dead. He starts hacking them to death. And by the time the police were called, because this happened within a matter of minutes, he was already out of the house, hiding in the woods. Eventually, the police, they capture him and they arrest him, and now he is charged with 4 murders, and his bail is set at, well, he has no bail. He has no bail. Clearly, this man has some severe psychological problems. Now, this will be a capital murder case, and I don't know if they're going to seek the death penalty. I imagine they're going to. I guess it depends on his mental evaluation or whatever you call it. Wow. I mean, just one of those weird stories that you hear on social media. Your own and I'm pretty sure this guy has probably had many outbursts as a child, as a kid, growing up in school or what have you. And they probably have dealt with him for many years. You know, you're born with a bad brain. That's it. What else are you gonna do? Crazy story. Your grandparents took care of you all of your life. I don't know where his parents are. I don't know where his brother's parents are, but I don't know. Crazy story. Anyways, leave a comment below. Tell me what you think about the story. Tell me what you think about this town. And of course, if you don't know about my other channel, I do have a grave channel. It's called Fascinating Graveyard. I go to famous graves, infamous graves, and graves of people who've done notable things in their lives, stories that I think that you guys might find interesting. I don't like to cross paths channels too often, but I will be going to visit Tommy Morrison's grave here. I watched quite a bit of his fights growing up, and just a really self-destructive path that man went down. But regardless of the fact, I'm just going to go ahead and say one of the greatest boxers. No, you know what? I'm going to change my mind. One of the most, I don't know. He's quite an interesting life. I would say he's one of my top 5 most underwhelming boxers of all time, because this guy could have just been an absolute beast, and drugs and all that stuff just compounded and messed up his life. I need to try this, but I don't know. Should I do a review? Maybe. All right, guys, I gotta go. Catch you later. Have a good one. Peace out.